Pro-Russian rebels have taken control of 3 government bases in eastern Ukraine. That, as President Obama promises non-military aid to Ukraine's new president. The crisis in Ukraine will be at the top of the agenda at the G7 summit, which kicks off in Brussels today without Russia. President Obama says the U.S. is providing Ukraine with $5 million worth of body armor, night vision goggles, and communication equipment as the country's battle against pro-Russia separatists continues. The president announced the aid after meeting with Petro Poroshenko, the country's newly elected president, in Warsaw, Poland, Wednesday.
We will not accept Russia's occupation of Crimea or its violation of Ukraine's sovereignty. Our free nations will stand united so that further Russian provocations will only mean more isolation and cost for Russia.
The fighting in parts of eastern Ukraine is escalating, and the unrest is testing Ukraine's new government. Pro-Russia separatists just took over 2 government bases near the city of Luhansk, seizing ammunition and explosives. In the face of international condemnation, Russian President Vladimir Putin denies any Russian military involvement in eastern Ukraine.
They are lying. There is no military personnel, not even trainers of the Russian army in the east or south of Ukraine, and there have never been.
The world's leading industrialized nations are set to meet without Russia for the first time in 17 years. Russia was supposed to host the 2-day summit, but was kicked out because of its seizure of Crimea. But France still invited Russia to the 70th anniversary of D-Day events in Normandy this Friday, which sends mixed signals about Europe's stance, and President Obama will likely run into Putin at those events. Despite his attempts to sound strong on Ukraine, many Americans disapprove of President Obama's handling of foreign policy, with some saying he is less capable than former Presidents Bill Clinton or George W. Bush. According to a Fox News poll, 68% say the Obama administration is less competent than Clinton's administration. 48% say it is less competent than Bush's, compared to 42% who say it is more competent. European leaders are planning separate private meetings with Russian President Vladimir Putin.